with breaking news happening now. This is Wave News.
Breaking right now, the jury has reached a verdict in the Harvest Homecoming murder trial. This is Wave News at 6. I'm Myra Ansari.
And I'm Brian Schlonsky. The Isaiah Page trial involved 12 days of testimony and evidence, more than 24 witnesses, and more than 4 hours of deliberations.
Page is the only suspect of more than a dozen to actually go to trial, and he's guilty on all counts.
Wave News reporter Logan Perone's brought us the updates for more than 2 weeks now. You were in the courtroom about an hour ago, Logan, as the verdict was read.
That's right, Brian and Myra, and we heard a guilty on all 4 charges that he was facing: murder, attempted aggravated battery, and criminal recklessness. Prosecutors, they built their evidence pointing to this being a gang-related shooting. Digital records from Page's phone point to him writing about, quote, needing victims and having a, quote, hot .40 caliber weapon that he eventually sold. Expert testimony about the crime scene reconstruction led investigators to believe the shooter at the top of the Scribner Garden fountain steps, where .40 caliber shell casings were found, was most likely who shot and killed Bryce Gerlach. 3 witnesses who were there that night testified to Page having shot from that location. However, the defense made a strong case too, saying there was a lack of evidence and gaps in this case. No DNA evidence ever linked Page to a gun or shell casings. He was never seen on photo or video shooting, and they argue that the investigation left questions unanswered, including the possibility of additional and unaccounted for shooters. The circumstantial evidence was enough, however, for the jury to convict him again on all 4 charges. Now, Page will be the 13th person sentenced in this shooting, and we are expecting to talk with the prosecutors in this case later this evening. Reporting live in New Albany, Logan Perone.